Today we're going to be sharing 4 of our favorite hikes that we have done so far on our travels in the United States. We love hiking as much as we can as we travel because it's one of our favorite ways to get exercise, but also to experience the places we are visiting on a whole new level. We hope this video is helpful to anyone who loves hiking and is interested in finding out more about the beautiful and memorable hikes America has to offer. The first hike we will be sharing is the Syncline Loop Trail in Canyonlands National Park, Utah. We did this hike on our first road trip around the US with our RV in 2016. A lot has changed since then, as you'll be able to tell from our old iPhone footage. While we were prepared gear-wise for this hike, we weren't quite prepared for the difficulty of the terrain, so we definitely recommend this for more experienced and prepared hikers. This is a loop trail of 7.1 miles or 11 kilometers distance, and has an elevation gain of 1,538 feet or 579 meters. We first got to the hike along the Upheaval Dome impact crater, which was breathtaking. The trail was pretty easy to follow, and it was a surreal feeling hiking through the canyons and washes towering above and all around us.
That without my love for the I will be no one.
There was a section where we scrambled over and down large boulders to get down into the canyon, which was a bit scary because of the steep drops and sometimes unstable footing, but was an amazing experience.
Your blood is in the water, and you go straight through my heart, through my
This is a really steep and windy trail right down the side of this mountain here, and I don't know if you can see the girls way down there. The boys are even farther down, and we've got to get to that trail way out there in the distance. It's a nice climb. This is a billy goat climb. We just came down that canyon behind us, and that's all the water we got left. We got a long ways to go yet. Still got to go down that canyon and up the other side. So this is March and it's cool compared to usual. So if you ever came here in the summer, you'd want to hike a lot of water with you, or not do it until the winter. But what I was saying earlier, that it was a fairly rigorous climb and I wouldn't necessarily take small children on it. Right after that, we got into this stuff, which is very, very rocky. There's almost no trail. You're jumping from rock to rock, and you absolutely wouldn't want to be here with small legs. So save this one for when the kids are older, like our kids here, 11 and older. Somewhere around there, you're good. But make no mistake, the scenery is definitely worth the effort. The canyons are spectacular in here.
At the bottom of the canyon, the landscape opened up, which exposed us more to the heat and sun, so be prepared with good sun protection. Near the end of the trail, we realized we had to pick up the pace since the sun was beginning to set, and we wanted to get back out before dark.
Up the canyon.
And then it's just what we did before.
And then we're good.
5.9 kilometers more.
That's like more than what we just.
Yeah, it's
Uphill.
no, not 5 kilometers uphill. We go and then uphill, and then we do what we do.
Sun is gonna go down soon. We still got a long ways to go. We have to get up and out of that canyon up there before dark. You can see the sun on the hills. Everybody's tired. but we're gonna motor on. I think it's about 3 more miles. We've got to get going. We made a lot of headway climbing up the cliff. We were way down in the valley there like about an hour ago, and here come the troops right up the side. We still have a ways to go. You can see Daniel up ahead there, but it looks doable at least. We came over the big hill thinking we were at the top, and not even close. Not even close. We still got a long ways to go.
One eternity later.
Wow. What a big smile on my face. What a rush of energy now that I see the end of the trail. I see the Jeep. We made it. Made it alive. You made it. What do you think, bro? Tough trail?
Never again.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Maybe not today, but you're gonna sleep good tonight, I tell you. You're gonna sleep good tonight. That's pretty brave for a guy your age to do that, man. Boom.
When we completed the hike, we were so tired that we actually said that we never wanted to go hiking again. But shortly after, we look back on that experience as a great challenge and an amazing memory. The next hike is Garfield Peak in Crater Lake National Park, Oregon. We did this hike in 2016, a few months after the Syncline Loop Trail, once we made it up to Oregon. Crater Lake National Park is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful places we have ever been to, and this hike provides epic views all along the way. This hike is partially paved, heavily trafficked, kid-friendly, and has a distance of 3.4 miles. This is an out and back trail with an elevation gain of 1,069 feet.
Almost to the top. Just a little bit farther. There's a nice big cliff right here. You can see where we started over there. There's a little bit more farther, and then we made it. I'm guessing it's about 1,000 feet, maybe. I'll film again once we get to the top. So I finally made it to the top. You can see there's that volcano right there. It used to be taller, then it collapsed and made this lake. You can see all the mountains from here. You can see Mount Shasta in California. Just see if I can show you. It's hard to see because it's way over there, but if you look closely, you can see it. Yeah, but that's in California. Right now we're in Oregon.
The trail provided a great exercise on the way to the top, but on the way down, we got to slide down part of the snowy peak, which was a lot of fun. Next up is one of our all-time favorite hikes and our first ever mountain hike, South Sister in Bend, Oregon. We first climbed South Sister on July 1st, 2015, which is Canada Day for us. We were back in Oregon the next year, so we decided to climb South Sister for the second time, also on the 1st of July. South Sister is the third tallest mountain in Oregon and the tallest of the Three Sisters mountain chain. The trail is an out and back trail of 12.23 miles and an elevation gain of 4,940 feet, which takes you to the summit of 10,358 feet. It takes about 7 to 10 hours. We began early in the morning following the traditional route, which begins at Devil's Lake Campground, then crosses over Highway 46, before ascending up a forest trail to the South Sister base.
Made it to the Alpine Meadows. That is exactly 3.6 kilometers from the start. And we level off into this area. And then in the background there you see the summit. Looks a little more snowy than last year, but not much. Hopefully that'll help us in our ascent. But time to stop, take a breather. So for the first 3.6 kilometers we come through the forest. Took us about an hour and 5 minutes, and it's really a heavily forested area and very steep. I think it was elevation of about 1,000 feet. What's after that?
Now we're on the desert and it's kind of up and down and we had to cross some snow, but now it's kind of straightforward until we have to go up.
We're at 5.16 kilometers, so that's another 2 kilometers, probably one more, so about 3 kilometers on the flat, high alpine desert area, and before we start getting into the really steep spot, which is that, and that's the summit.
There is a switchback and a ridge climb up to the false summit. False Summit is a glacier-fed lake called Teardrop Pool. You then begin the trek up to the summit, where you then cross the Crater Glacier to the true summit. Summit, there are exceptional views of the surrounding mountains and landscape, and on a clear day, you can see all the way to Washington. The last hike in today's video is the most epic hike we have done so far. We did this hike in March of 2018. We have already published a video, episode 43, on our YouTube channel, so make sure to go check that out, because here we're just going to be covering the basic information. The duration of this hike was 3 days and 2 nights, since we camped along the way, which was an incredible experience. This was a strenuous and challenging hike, but along the way were some of the most breathtaking, memorable, fun experience we have ever had. On day 1, we hiked from South Kaibab Trailhead to Bright Angel Campground, where we spent the first night. Near the Bright Angel campground is Phantom Ranch, where you must try their delicious and refreshing lemonade.
Once you got there, Pete.
That was one lemonade after a nice hike. The next day, we left Bright Angel Campground and followed the Bright Angel Trail, crossing the Silver Suspension Bridge back across the Colorado River, then hiked up to Indian Garden Campground, where we spent our second night and prepared for the last day of our hike. Third and last day, we hiked from Indian Garden Campground to the Bright Angel Trailhead, up lots of steep switchbacks.
Just made it to the top.
We hope if you are interested that you will stay tuned for more videos and content coming soon. Thank you all for watching this video and supporting our channel. We really appreciate you all. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.